Well, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Welcome back to the aftermath. Fulham 5, West Ham United 0. Another weekend without a win. We won in midweek. Can we win on a weekend? We'll find out against Wolves, I guess. At this point, I've got a lot to get off my chest. But before we get into that, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. And I will have a match reaction to Manchester United Bayern Munich tonight, and tomorrow I'll have the reaction to the Newcastle game because I'm pretty sure that's tomorrow. I haven't even looked at the fixtures, but I think that's what's going to happen. And obviously, match reaction to West Ham Freiburg on Thursday, match preview Friday to West Ham Wolves, and so on. So you've got videos every day in midweek. Yeah. When you see, I said this in my match reaction, when you see Cresswell and Fornals on the same side, what's the point? We dipped off because of this left side, partly. Because Fornals and Declan Rice at the time were literally covering for Cresswell half the time. Whenever he would, lose possession, someone would run it behind. And a perfect game to think about that was a few years ago where Leeds beat us 3-2. Then Marcelo Bielsa clearly saw something. It was like, Rafinha, just get onto Cresswell. I remember Diop having a bad game in that game as well. And speaking of Diop, he plays for Fulham, but I'm sure he would have enjoyed that from home. Because he obviously left. But we're now getting taunted by Fulham fans chanting, who put the ball in the West Ham net? Half the fucking team did. We're now getting taunted by Alex Iwobi saying it's not just West Ham and trying to burst all bubbles. I forgot what song that's from. Obviously not that exact lyric, but you know what I mean. Calvin Massey joining in. 2 East London guys, I think. Excuse me. And it just proves, we don't have a striker. We don't give service. We don't continue any sort of momentum. Even Moyes said we sit too deep. I hate to break it to you, Moyes, but that's your fault. Because you make the team sit too deep. There's obviously now, every time someone loses, every time we lose, there's reports of David Moyes is going to leave at the end of the season, or David Moyes is this, David Moyes is that. Listen, David Moyes will leave at the end of the season, not in the middle of the season. They're not going to sack him. They'll just not give him a new contract. And that's what I've been saying since the Brentford game. I said it about Steiner, he'll pick his own man. That's what the Guardian now reported under Jacob Steinberg. Sometimes he gets stuff right, sometimes he doesn't. Obviously, you got people that are doing the Moyes prop, like Simon Jordan, saying he's got them into 2 seasons in a row in Europe, and he's won a trophy with them. So after one game, what are we talking about? Simon, you don't watch us every week. You don't understand any problems that West Ham fans have. Every time West Ham fans complain about something, you pretend like we shouldn't complain about it. You are friends with David Sullivan. You've been doing Moyes prop. You've actually been doing more Moyes prop when he's been under pressure rather than he's been doing well. He actually tried building up Moyes one time when he was on bad form, and I'm just thinking, what the fuck is this? What is he? He would never ever give West Ham United credit as a club, but he will always give credit to individuals like David Sullivan and David Moyes. David Moyes deserves credit for what he's done for the club in prior to this season. But we've seen it in the league for the past 18 months. Stop this. Stop this. Like, it's hard to watch. It's not even in just a football sense. It's just the fact that you're seeing your team soak up pressure for 90 minutes straight, being played off the park by, every team. And you then wonder, why are we setting up defensive when we can't defend? And when you can be in control out of possession. Mourinho has lived a career of it, and so has Simeone. They change it up when they need to, and they also just can set up deep, whenever a team has more of the ball, they can be like, we're in control, we don't have the ball, break us down. We can't do that because we don't do it properly. Now, if you did it properly, no one would be fucking complaining about the style of play, and that's the point. It's not fucking working, is it? Same way if a team was playing out, if we were playing out from the back and we kept giving the fucking ball away from a goal kick, I'd be like, stop playing out from the back because you haven't got the players to. And if you keep us doing it and it still doesn't work, we're going to complain about that as well. It's not that difficult to understand. It's not just a fancy football hipster manager thing. I'm not even asking for a hipster manager. I'm not even asking for all of that. I'm legit just asking for something sustainable now. Because it was sustainable. Because Moyes came in to put some stability on the club. And it became that until he tried to change it. And now it's just a mishmash of styles. And you can see the direction the club's going in where Mavropanos, Kudus and Alvarez all suit good football. Moyes probably wants a more price for set pieces, but he's also suited to good football. And that's probably all done and all agreed upon from the technical director and the manager anyway. But the manager will agree to anything. He agreed to Skamaka. And he doesn't fit what Moyes trying to do. Moyes trying to put a square peg in a round hole. But these players will outlast Moyes because Moyes won't be given a new contract. I don't think he should. And I don't know whether he's expecting to. He's probably expecting to because of what he's done for the club. And fair enough, if you've done that much for the club, you have every right to expect all of that because he's earned it. But at the end of the day, it's just not going to happen. And it's not going to happen. And I'm kind of just done with this season, to be honest. You'll get enjoyable games like occasionally with Tottenham. I think that was the last game I actually enjoyed. Before that, I can't remember a game I enjoyed because Burnley we won, fair enough. Forest we won, fair enough. All very scrappy, all by one goal, all coming back from behind, and I'm not sure I could always like that. I know we came back from behind against Tottenham, but we hate the team, and we haven't won there in 4 years, nearly 4 years. So that's why it was a bit more enjoyable. We hate Tottenham. Shock. But this is the problem now. I'm just seeing this team week in, week out make the same mistakes, do the same bullshit. And after, even Ornstein's tweeting about sickness bug. Are you fucking serious? So, isn't it ironic how this is the first time we've got prop like this and excuses like this on Moyes' biggest West Ham defeat ever? Not even in when he was caretaker and he had fucking Marko Arnautovic when he first came in. Did we lose by this much where we was in a toxic place where fans were storming onto the pitch and putting fucking flags in the middle of a centre circle? We didn't even lose 5-0 then. We're a better team now. But this is what the season's going to be. It's going to be mid-table, maybe a cup run. Not in the Carabao Cup. We've got Liverpool away. That's done. But in Europa, maybe, if Liverpool decide to not take it seriously because they've got a title race, I think they will take it seriously. I think they'll try and win both things. But we got to hope. Other than Liverpool, I see us having a decent chance at the Europa League. But in West Ham in Europa League compared to West Ham in the Premier League always seems to be too different. And we got outplayed by Fulham fair and square. They played good football. They were all technical players. Willian's ruining Vladimir Sufal. You got people like Pablo Fornals. Why is he starting if he had a bug? People like Emerson, if he had a bug, why is he coming off for the last 45 minutes anyway then? You should have let Cresswell out to rot. Because we don't need him. And we shouldn't play him. And if you want to take players off for an important game so much, why isn't Kehrer and Cornet getting games? Why aren't they getting minutes? I think Kehrer, you should at least try and play a bit more. He needs to be moved on in the future, yes. But for now, for the rest of the season, this will probably be his last season at West Ham, I'd imagine, with his playing time. So I don't really understand the logic. I don't really understand the man management. I don't understand the tactics. Well, I don't understand why the tactics are being implemented, to be honest. I don't understand the stubbornness and philosophy to carry on with things that are not working. I don't understand how these players can not take any sort of accountability. Nair Faged is fucking awful. Again is awful. Like, this guy's doing Diop things. He's doing Roger Johnson things. He's doing Jose Font. I didn't like Jose Font when he was here. I didn't like Nordveit when he was in defence. I didn't even mind Diop at times, but he would make a mistake and he had to go. I didn't like Roger Johnson at all. I was only young, but I knew how shit he was. Oh my god. We didn't upgrade. If again is the upgrade on Diop, it's not an upgrade. If Mavropanos is going to get hate of his first season, then fuck me. Again has been doing this for a while now. But he needs to go. Like, whenever we could get a price for him, it'll probably be in the summer. He needs to go. Because he's not going to be in January because he's got AFCON in January. And that's the only good thing about AFCON is that we won't have to see fucking again for January anyway. And that's even if Morocco do good. We will miss Mohamed Kudus. But whatever, innit? We've got players in those positions that should turn up and maybe we won't play such a makeshift midfield all the time. Actually, yes, we will, because it will still be Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, Souček in the 10. It will still be Paquetá on the left. It will just be Bowen off the right instead. And probably Danny Ings up front. But that's Moyes. That's Moyes. No trust in youth. I think this club have realised that because of how good our young players actually are in the academy, that this manager isn't going to play them. So it's time to move on. But yeah, played off the park by Fulham. I like Kurt Zuma, but that goal from Tosin Adebayo needs to do better there, man. Like, leaping in the air is his thing. So you can't be getting jumped on like that. Again, and Cresswell, what the fuck are they doing for that first goal? What the fuck is everyone doing? I think it's for the second goal, the Willian goal. Like, you poor Bonoroni, you can tell he's just not Premier League standard anymore unless we're just defending for our lives, like against Brighton, where he actually played quite well. Probably did deserve to be dropped and could probably do a better job than again now. But again, played well against Tottenham, played well against Arsenal, played well against Sheffield United, and that's it. Any other game, no. Got done against Burnley, struggled against Everton, Villa, etc. And you're meant to be this tall, strong, fast centre-back. But you're getting done in all occasions where Luton away stands out to me, where Colton Morris fucking dunks on him. So does Adebayo. Actually, Bournemouth away, start of the season, Solanke gave this guy the runaround. This guy was getting on the shoulder of everything. And again was just letting him through. Just being a passenger. But yeah, I'm done with this season. I kind of want it to end. And that sounds bad because we're in Europe. Let's see how Europe goes. We might have some good times there. We might not. But the reason why I want it to end is not because it's such a horrible season, we're doing so badly, etc. But we're falling still below what we should be doing. We should be doing what Newcastle, Villa are doing. I would say Brighton, but they're not exactly that far above us. I would say that, I'm not even saying Villa to the extent of a title race. I'd never ask for a title race because I know it's not realistic as much as I would like to fucking win the league. We should be doing that. But the reason why I want it to end so much is because I know what's going to happen. We'll get some points, might be able to catch up on Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham, Brighton, etc. And then we will lose the game. Like, Palace, we had a chance. Tottenham, we had not Tottenham. Fulham, we had a chance to like close in. But how has it started so far then? We won against Burnley, drew against Palace, lost against Tottenham, won against Tottenham, lost against Fulham. So yeah, one loss in the last four. I know people are going to do that in the Premier League. But it's generally awful to watch. I don't get how anyone could watch that and still defend what they're seeing. Moyes and some of these players have needed to go for a while. Cresswell should have gone after Frankfurt. Again, needs to go now. Needs to go. Danny Ings needs to go. What's the point of him? If he's not going to play corner, he should go as much as I don't want him to go. Benrahma and Fornals are not good enough. They're not good enough anymore. I'm sorry, but they're too inconsistent. And I'm not trying to hear about they don't get enough chances. They've been here for a long time now. Benrahma played regular last season. Apart from Prague, I'm not really... Benrahma last season was probably our player of the year. But that said a lot more about how our team played rather than how he played. Because in the first half of the season, he was very fucking good. Second half of the season, he was still back to Benrahma, mediocre. But our team was just awful. So whatever. And that's the end of that. Make sure to like the video, guys, and subscribe if you're new. My social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for any inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.